tiny build game that shows a 97.6% success rate of exciting your viewing public. It combines dynamic airship combat without the very real danger of modern day piracy. Now loading Black Skylands.
Nice. Jako se to, kámo, to nebude třeba jako celý v AI, ty vole. Jak minule. To byla hezky děsivá konference. Indiák jako třeba celkem pohořeli v merči a budu rád, že ho doprodaj. A to info někde máš? To je zase smutný tím pádem, oni měli fakt třeba pěkný zrovna. Bude nový info o Silk Songu, určitě. Ale pokud bude kámo dneska nový Silk Song, tak giftnu třeba 20 subů prostě, jako jo. No, toto je jako dobrá sázka, ano. Bychom mohli klidně. Pan Šklav 2. Jako děsivý na tom je to, že všechny tyhle ty indie hry vypadají fakt dobře. Akorát taky prostě strašně moc. Jde se v tom zorientovat, ty vole. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Ok, vypadá to dobře. Tak jo, takže ještě čekáme teďko.
Oh yeah, Black Skylands has it all. We got
Camo Day 9, let's go.
Gunslinging complete with kick-ass airships.
Proč to streamu v HD?
Basically like a father figure to you. What would you do if outlaws destroyed this entire place,
Why
including me?
are
Would you take to
you
the skies,
streaming
seeking
and
out
HD
vengeance
only?
on those dirtbags?
I would be unable to cause purposeful
What the
harm
fuck?
to a human being.
Foiled by Asimov again. But you'd at least, like, miss me, right?
I am not capable of missing you, Sean. In your absence, I would simply enable automatic updates.
Well, no one can say I haven't created a
Že nepoužil normální
pretty
titulky, no.
excellent AI. Software capable of seeking out and critiquing the latest games coming to PC. It's just a shame it lacks something more personal. I mean, imagine what a co-host this AI could be if it had access to every bit of information on the internet. But it had the likability, the human touch of, say, Frankie! Oh, stick around because it is not long until the show starts, and I would hate for you to miss out on the biggest exclusives, a truckload of first looks, and a promising new co-host. Ha! Let's start the PC Gaming Show.
Let's go. Tak přátelé, vítám vás u PC Gaming Show. Každý rok to bývá ultra cringe. Jo, takže si připravte cringe emoty, pokud je na YouTube máme. A jdeme se kouknout na to, co pak dneska zjistíme nový od vole. Let's go. Jdeme na to. Tento program je pouze pro dospělé. Děti už se nespějí všichni, že jo? Jo, to je ta ženská, která vždycky s Dejnajnem.
Frankie! Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
I mean, I was just in the middle of deathmatch.
Great, great to hear it, Frankie. Listen, I've been thinking about the PC Gaming Show 2023, and I kind of want to make a few updates.
Sure. I mean, it's already packed with world exclusives, in-depth interviews with the biggest studios, crazy good giveaways. What more can we add?
Well, look, I don't want to get into the, detail work, the minutia, the fine print, the ethically sinister motives behind true innovation. No, Frankie, what I've realized is that I can't do this show without you.
Oh, sure.
Or at least a version of you.
Huh?
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Listen to me yapping on when there's so much to do. I mean, we got things to plan, code to write. Oh, listen, also, I brought in some new assistants, to help really bring the show to life. And it would be so great if they could just stop by your place in little old London town, to just get the ball rolling. Does that sound good?
I suppose if
Every
it's for the
fucking
show.
year.
Excellent.
To je pořád stejný, kámo.
Oh, hey, that's them. Ah, Frankie, let me say it again. You are one of a kind. Now, please give my love to Gunther and Helga. Ah, they're great guys. Very thorough.
Hello, are you Sean's guys?
Mr. Sean has many great ideas for the show. You are lucky to know such a man. He is a visionary.
A visionary.
He is a man with his eyes locked on the future, like a horse staring into the sun.
Čau, Toma,
A
díky.
majestic horse.
Read now, please.
If you like the look of Game A, then check out this world exclusive of Game B.
Nekryček Hearthstone reveal karet a toto má kámo hodinu.
Necessary data acquired.
Tomáš Dostál se stal
Ano,
členem.
díky Tomáši.
Dear Frankie, thank you for your unwavering service to the PC Gaming Show. Your services will not be required this year as we pivot towards the future. No hard feelings, Sean, Day 9 plot, AI visionary, and all-round good guy. Son of a...
OK. To se bude tady AI host, jo. Neuvěřitelný. Never done before. Poprvé na světě. Right here, ty vole. Možná.
Oh, hello there, everyone, and welcome to the PC Gaming
Ciao,
Show
Sean.
2023. I'm Sean Day9 Plot, and today I'm not just joining you on a tour of the finest upcoming PC games. I am standing with you on the bleeding edge of innovation. I've revolutionized how
Zvuk
the show is
čtem?
made. Production crew, ditched him, don't need him. It's just me, my automated systems, and this one guy I've hired on work experience. Say hi, Dakota. Hey. So what does the face of the future look like? Weirdly, pretty familiar. Why don't you introduce yourself, Frank AI?
Hello, broadcast viewers. I am Frank AI, a virtual co-host based on professional gaming icon Frankie Ward, utilizing deep learning neural networks.
Super duper. And what do you have lined up for us?
I have analyzed the entirety of published games media and surveyed discussion forums for the most anticipated titles. I have then constructed the ideal showcase,
Developer to udělal
including
včera
titles
tohleto,
like
jo, okej.
Stormgate, Path of
Tak to je
Exile 2,
smůla.
Pax Day, Dune Awakening, and finally Morris Men, Troop Lord of Destiny.
Wait, are those like the jingly dancing guys from England? Are you sure that's a real game?
My mistake, Sean. Morris Men is a game concept I've devised based on a holistic survey of the most popular Steam titles. Would you like me to generate another?
Instead, let's just get things rolling with something that actually exists.
Má
First
to
up,
grafiku jak
from
game
11-bit
page od
studios,
ČT,
we
to má,
return
no.
to an icy apocalypse in Frostpunk 2.
OK. Toto je hra, která mě zajímá. Já jsem jedničku nehrál. Tak prostě pojďte mi ukázat, o čem to je. Já si nechám kameru nahoře? Asi jo, co?
Do you hear it? It's restless. Ambition requires men to feed upon. It also needs time. Direction.
Repitem ostatně nebývají žádný jako velký oznámení, pokud vím. Jako spíš tohoto bývá právě doplnění toho Xboxu, a Ubisoft je zítra.
But for every man who fulfills his calling, there are thousands left with nothing. It's them who knock and open the door to hell.
OK. Takže nevíme reálně vlastně vůbec nic z tohohle. OK. To se možná zahraju tu jedničku konečně teda k tomu. Zítra v kolik to je? Nevím, musím se podívat. Zítra... Je 12. je zítra? Podívám se. Jo, to je kábel tohleto. Toto by mohla být upřímně fakt vrvsky dobrá... Sandboxovka, ty vole. Jo, tak zítra je Ubisoft a Capcom. Chceme i Capcom, ty vole. Je to zítra večer. Je to zítra večer 7, takže dám prostě stream zase od 4, no. Easy. Capcom od půlnoci, no jako to seru. Tak dáme prostě zítra tyhle nějaký reakce, Ubisoft a pomůžít. Okay.
Hey, check it out. I don't even need to write my own script for this show anymore. All right, wait. All right. Up next, we've got a pile of fresh previews for the most visceral, immersive PC releases coming our way, featuring visceral combat and immersive exploration, visceral landscapes and immersive storytelling. Fans of immersion will... Yeah, it kind of just keeps going on like this, so I think it just needs a little bit more fine-tuning. And until that point, let's just go ahead and dive right into our next previews with Nivalis, Jumplight Odyssey, and Road to Vostok.
Tak sválně, jo.
There's a city you see when you close your eyes. Are they closed?
Oh, Fable 5 Games, dobře.
Open your eyes.
To jsem nečekal.
Nivalis.
Počkat, to jsme už viděli, ne, že jo? Tohle je ten Cyberpunk GTA. Něco prostě.
Now, it's time to come home. This is your apartment. The sounds of the nightclubs nearby are the heartbeat of the city. The street food smells drift through your windows and make your head swim. It's hard to sleep here. Your restless legs want to walk the busy streets. Let's explore.
Vypadá to jak Cyberpunk, ale funguje to.
Nivalis is a city in the clouds. But you can't make a rainbow without a little rain. Like most things in life, it's best to start at the bottom and work your way up. It's not so bad down here. We can go fishing, take a boat ride, soak up the atmosphere. And don't worry too much about the serial killer on the loose. I'm sure we'll never meet him. I can even help you run your new business venture. A noodle stand. With a little work, there's no limits to how high you'll climb. Just don't look down. As your digital companion, I can help you navigate the complex relationships with my personality.
Ne, tak ty textury jsou úplně irrelevantní, tam to jak ta hra hraje, že jo?
Enemies, maybe even...
To tam možná docela sedí, ty vole.
It's all about saying the right thing at the right time. Your choices matter, so choose carefully. There's a city you see when you close your eyes. It's called Nivalis. Consider this your invitation.
To vypadá fakt mega dobře, tyjo. Tam je otázka, jaký bude ten core gameplay, no. Ne, Myšáku, tak teď to je v pohodě, tak prostě taky každý má takové roky.
Princess, the Zetopans will be in our system any minute.
But they're not here yet. Prepare defenses.
Upgrading our engine capabilities. Engineering's on it.
Další vesmírná hra. Miluji vesmírný hry.
Red alert!
Blast door sealed.
Jump light report.
Já jsem třeba doslova takhle měl 4 roky ve svém životě, jsem vůbec nehrál videohry. Jsem akorát teďhle prostě chodil po akcích a píchal holky. Pak mě přestalo bavit, tak jsem začal hrát Dotu. Byla velká chyba, kámo. A stala se jako.
ETA on jump.
Jump light in 5, 4.
Aristotela, děkuju.
Not today, Voltan.
Aristoteles se stal členem.
Let's go. Nic zajímavého. Hardcore survival FPS game. Výborně. To vypadá jako Forest, ale playable. Počkej, keď sám Forest, Tarkov, ale no počkej, možná, že spíš raz dokonce. Ne, keď sám, Tarkov, jo. To, dobrý, tak to, tak ano. Tohle vypadá jak Tarkov, ano. Road to Vostok.
Content reminders enabled. Upcoming games in the next 30 minutes include Path of Exile 2, the full Ferocious trailer, Age of Sigmar, Realms of Ruin, and Citizen Sleeper 2, Starward Vector. Failure to keep watching will lead to a personal system failure.
Lies of P, the Pinocchio Bloodborne-like game, is just a couple months off, and it's got me thinking, what other untapped literary veins are just waiting to be gamified?
I can generate a list of game concepts, pairing underutilized classic literature and an appropriate style of gameplay.
By all means, but stick to public domain. We want to keep costs down.
Of course, Sean. Concept 1. Great Expectations Dirt Bike Racer.
I only know what the market is for that. Next.
Concept 2. Sense and Sensibility VR Shooter.
Sweet Jane Austen's bonnet. No. Next.
Concept 3. Oliver Twist. Please, sir, may I have some more?
Ano, mají to mází, protože to mají v HD, vypadá to fakt hrozně.
I mean, why don't you just throw something together like a Metroidvania based on the Christmas Carol?
I'm afraid you're too late, Sean, but perhaps you'd be interested in Ebenezer and the Invisible World.
Are you kidding? Is she kidding? She's not kidding.
Okay. Já jsem ještě pořád viděl ten Fizzieho podcast. Ty vole, já jsem úplně, no. Klasicky, no. To je pravda. Ten dáme asi zítra. Okay. To je soubor, který byl free na Epiku. Je to dost možný, no. Mě spíš jakoby fakt už dneska sere to, když prostě ukážu akorát cinematic trailer. Že fakt mě to sere, protože prostě to je prostě ztráta času. Ano, toto jsem chtěl vidět. Yes. Tak, výborně. Takže to je Metroidvania. Ano. To je to pak Hollow Knight se strašně holou kombatem. Jeden, ty vole. Lumpe, vůbec nemám tušení, o čem to mluvíš. Pak jsme to prostě na Insta, děkuji. Jo, to se nevypadá špatně, no. Ne, to kámo není Rogue Legacy. Rogue Legacy taky je farmící roguelike hra, kde ty potom uděláš overpower bossům. Tam není žádný pořádný parkour. Toto je prostě o parkouru, hádankách, prostě doskocích a otevírání mapy, že jo. To jsou dva úplně jiný žánry. Kámo, For Honor 3. Možná dvě? Možná dvě, to bylo. Jo, je to ono, Entity Frey, že jo. Budu taky dokonce vidět, to myslím. Někde. Vypadá to skvěle, no já si jsem tam moc jistý, podle mě to vypadá dost průměrně. Ale zase je pravda, že oni tady nejsou takovýhle hry, že jo. No, prostě uvidíme, jaký to bude. Jako Warhammer je v pohodě, no. Kámo, počkat! Že by konečně normální videohra pro normální hráče. To vypadá Command & Conquer s StarCraftem, ty vole. To si děláš prdel, kámo. Co to kurva je, ty jo? Kámo, to je Command & Conquer, ne? Jest to Dorf RTS se to jmenuje. To si chci zahrát, ty vole.
Hey, Frank AI, as a mind birth from like everything ever written about video games, I'm sure you've got an interesting take on it. What are your thoughts?
To si chci zahrát.
Dorf isn't just about strategic balance of resource scarcity and military industry. It's a game about the human condition, about our shared struggle against a cold and uncaring universe.
That's pretty moving sentiment there, Frankie. Hey, what about Warhaven?
Warhaven isn't just about clashing swords and moments of magic heroism. It's a game about the human condition, about our shared struggle against a cold and uncaring universe.
Yes.
Well, some wisdom bears repeating, right? And while I go sort out some unrelated gremlins in Frank AI's procedural critique, let's see a game with its own gremlins to sort out, preferably with a shotgun.
These creatures infernal, these perils eternal. Lord, heal me, free me.
Okay. Počkat, to je jako King's Quest tohleto, jo? Like. Dobře, tak King's Quest dá, ne? Zajímavý art style, ale kámo strašně matoucí teda. Hrozně matoucí. Jak mi myslíte o to, že tohoto už má tak strašně jakoby simple art style, že se v tom jakoby fakt blbě orientuje. A to je nejhorší na tom, no. Že jako chápu, ale někde matoucí. Kámo, je to matoucí, vole, to nevidíš. Jestli to se mažou ty barvy v tom. To je takový starý dům, ale tak to kámo, třeba starý dům je třeba hrot a ten se teda, pokud vím, fakt poved, jo. Takže opět to strašně záleží, no. What the fuck? Sailblazer, co to má být? Open World Shopkeeper MMO.
Together, we'll make it the best shop the island's ever seen.
Jo. No tak podobnou hru jsem hrál na mobilu. A do toho se už taká možná pouštět nechci, ty vole.
Welcome to Karzai Village.
No, jako Shop Titans de facto, ale ve 3D, no. No. Jsem tak jako zklamaný z toho, že to je MMO. Já prostě poslední dobu fakt nechci hrát MMO hry. Diablo je výjimka. Dobrý, tak tohle už je teda fakt jako regulární anime prostě. Let's go.
A mysterious infection
Dobrý.
continues to spread across the globe.
What is going on? I mean, the infected, the wall.
The song was about you. Your smile. Your warmth. Is there anything we can do? We just saw a broadcaster get eaten. I have to go. No! Defeating him now might make the wall fall on top of us!
Prostě proto si kámo v každém anime je nějaká holka, která umí káskat boheň a v reálu prostě je problém najít holku, která umí vařit. To je takový disbalans, ten je neuvěřitelný fakt.
I want to wake up. It's not over. Not yet.
Když mě teď teda zajímá jako kam to půjde teda tohleto, jo? Září. Zase fakt jak září. No ale co to do prdele je za hru?
Eternights there, showing us that love is never simple, especially in the middle of an apocalypse. You know, I sometimes get a little misty-eyed myself about a simpler time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love modernity. And sure,
kámo, dej hlavně save your date a nedej tam date.
Mark Zuckerberg's probably a little lonely in the Matrix, but all I'm saying is the olden days had an appeal. Medieval times when we were plowing our own fields and treating everything with leeches, not buying 8 pictures with weird electric money. Luckily, though, video games can bring the medieval fantasy to life. To find out how, I had Frank AI activate her new reporter drone. Oh, it's designed to identify, question, and report back on the work of leading game developers. And don't worry, technically speaking, it's completely legal. I mean, this little guy's even got a selfie light. It's like kind of cute in like a friendly panopticon kind of way. Little RD has flown itself all the way out to Helsinki, Finland to meet the team behind the highly anticipated medieval must-play, PAX Day. Let's take a look.
OK, doslova fotky reálného zámku a okolí. Co dál? O co jsem přišel? Hele, o jednu výbornou RTS hru.
My name is Reiner Hardarson, and I'm the game director for PAX Day. PAX Day is an open world fantasy game in a living, breathing world which we can call home, where it's teeming with life.
Kámo, ty se svá dotýká trávy, když dělá reklamu na hru. To je brutálně kontraproduktivní, ty vole.
You know, it's where knowledge has been lost and is getting rediscovered. It's where magic truly exists and ghosts exist and the myths are real. And this is kind of the inspiration we take to build it. It's basically going back to the roots of what fantasy means.
Je tomu permu do píči.
based on real world mythologies.
Aristoteles, dobře, tak výjimečně to taky nechám, jo, ale...
literature and medieval bestiaries and grimoires using real world magic, actual recipes for healing and ointments, and using the real world magical properties of plants.
Napiju se vody.
I'm Solkara. I'm the Chief Product Officer at Mainframe Industries. So PAX Day, maybe the way to explain it would be, imagine you're in this amazing, beautiful world. It's huge. And you find yourself in a forest, and your mission is to find a plot for where you start building a home. And from that home, you will go on to adventures to explore the world. So with the lore, we have wanted to create something that is fairly, like, deep and rich and grounded in reality, but something that is actually not a direct copy of like any of the history. So there's multiple types of ruins.
Dobrý, takže je to jakoby Minecraft MMO, nebo...
You will be able to find snippets of the lore from the eras when these were created.
Co to má sakra být?
And part of the like lore and mystery is also part of in the gameplay itself. So you will be able to like find and examine things and actually then find snippets that help you find other places and make items in the game itself. And the area of the game that you will be able to play when the game launches is, we're calling it Gallia, and it's very similar to the areas of the world in southern France. With the influences from the Nordics where we're from. So what we're building is we're calling it the social sandbox.
Oni replikují teda jakoby reální místa,
on how you can actually interact with other players.
Ve kterém můžeš interagovat s ostatníma hráčema.
Put a lot of blocks in how you can cooperate with the other players, and we're fundamentally different. So from the first minute when you start playing the game, you will be able to do everything you imagine with other players. So you can trade, other people can actually help you. You can literally go onto a like dungeon raid from the very beginning of like you're starting the journey in the game, should you find people who actually help you to do that. What we want to create an environment that actually really incentivizes people to play the game the way they like. And for some, actually like just going out to the wood and like cutting down the forest is something that gives you a sense of achievement, because you know the call that you're helping to produce actually is valuable for the guild. Some people will absolutely prefer to just go to the dungeons. They couldn't care less about the coal production, but these players will still depend on each other. Where there's valuables to bring from the dungeon, there's valuables to bring from the forest, and even the PvP players, they will be able to produce items that are only available through the PvP, but they will depend on the other players as well.
Okay. Myslíš, že Genshin je dobrá hra? Já bych řekl, že jo.
The lore of PAX Day is very much inspired by real-world folklore and fairy tales. With, of course, the caveat that in PAX Day this stuff is actually literally real. The interesting thing about folklore
is that MMO hry dneska jsou
actually start out as true stories, whereas fairy tales are fiction, and that's the distinction between the two. Folklore often, you know, handles about ghosts or spirits or some supernatural things, but in the eyes of the people, you know, during those times, this is reality. This is real. Ghosts are real, and you know, this is not disputed as, you know, any fantasy. And this is what we want to reflect. So when you're walking in the forest during night, you will find these things. You will find ghosts. You will find the spirits of, you know, of the past. And the deeper you go, the more.
Ty budeš relaxovat, kámo, je to fucking MMO. Ty budeš relaxovat do té doby, než tam přijde někdo. Spálí ti barák, ty vole, a pak tě zajebe, a pak tě bude teabagovat, jako teabagoval Mavar Tadeáše. Chápeš, jako MMO prostě nefungujou tak, aby se tak jako dokázal fungovat sám prostě, jo.
It might help to try reframing those stresses in a positive light. Think of me, perhaps, as a blue shell from your favorite kart racer. I might be wielded to ruthlessly destroy hard-earned positions, but we can still have fun. Maybe there's a lizard driving a little car. Isn't that nice? Let's celebrate the same spirit of kart racing treachery as our next preview brings Mario Kart mayhem to PC. Here's Stampede Racing Royale.
Mario Kart na PC. Světová premiéra, let's go. OK. Dobře. Prostě tam je tolik hráčů v té hře. 60 hráčů v jedné hře. Ty kámo, tak tohle by ale actually mohlo být fakt docela zábavný, pokud se mi to podaří. Protože toto se tváří jak Fall Guys. Akorát prostě v autech, že jo. Ty vole. Jo, to vlastně je Fall Guys, no, to je pravda. Stampede Racing Royale.
For Mars Horizon 2, The Search for Life, the art team is looking to balance style and authenticity to faithfully represent all the incredible vehicles used in space exploration.
Players will see familiar rocket launches and a host of historical missions, past, present, and future.
Yep.
The design team have consulted with many space industry professionals to make sure that the gameplay reflects how it feels to be on the front line of exciting interplanetary discoveries. Go to MarsHorizon2.com to sign up to our mailing list to be the first to play the game. We have an alpha on the horizon.
Yeah.
Frankie, I cannot tell you how excited I am to see Path of Exile 2 in action. You know, being something of a Path of Exile veteran myself.
That's debatable, Sean.
What?
Your Path of Exile playtime falls well below the community average.
But the time isn't what matters in that game.
I'm also analysing your chosen character builds in recent leaks and...
No, my build wasn't meant to be a
they're producing some troubling DPS simulation.
Fascinating. Fascinating, Frankie, but let's not keep the good people waiting. Let's roll the tape for Path of Exile 2, please.
Tak, pojď vám HD.
If Ed Ziri could see this now.
Kámo, to se... Proč to nemůžu streamovat ve 4K do píči? To je fakt děs. Nevidím mi nic z toho normálně. Jako, já totiž vím, že to vypadá stejně dobře jako Diablo 4. A tady ten kodek to fakt kámo maže jak svině prostě.
It's getting worse.
Ale kámo, já bych rozhodně neříkal horší Diablo 4, to určitě ne. Možná bych klidně říkal lepší, no. Přesně to jakoby zjistíme ještě. 28. července, to já jsem bohužel zrovna pryč, ty vole, klasicky, no. Myslím. Mě zajímá, kam má ten Tekken, to bude sranda, ty vole.
Hey everyone, my name is Leo and I'm the lead developer of a new action-adventure game Ferocious. I began working on Ferocious a few years ago, with the idea of creating a first-person shooter in a timeless Lost World type of setting, combining over-the-top action with exploration and a sense of wonder. We were always inspired by mysterious places frozen in time, that you may have seen in movies like King Kong and Jurassic Park. We aim to marry the setting and unique gameplay opportunities with classic first-person shooter mechanics, similar to early installments of franchises like Far Cry and Crysis.
The flexibility of the Jurassic Park also vycházel na PC v 95. roce,
custom water effects and realistic vegetation. Use a mix of photo-scanned and handcrafted assets to create a world both scary and beautiful. However, there are some things waiting for you in the jungle that we couldn't find any real-world references for. So we had to improvise. I hope you guys are excited as I am. Feel free to wishlist and follow the game on Steam, as we can't wait to share more about it in the coming months. Thank you.
Ne, tak to prostě může být dobrý survival set na tohleto, ale tohle se prostě se špatně na to kouká, no.
Welcome to Islands of Insight, an epic shared world puzzle adventure game set in a world of fantasy, ancient wonders,
shared world puzzle
and natural beauty. Brimming with mysterious puzzles, secrets, and sublime landscapes for you and other players to discover, alone or together, all at your own pace. As a seeker, you'll set off on a journey of knowledge. Explore every corner of this rich landscape and solve every puzzle you find.
Takže to je Zelda, ale bez kombatu a je to MMO. No tak dobrý, tak teď to je jak Talos Principle prostě, ale jako WTF, jo. To je výborná rada stream, to je kámo, ty vole. Ty píčo, to by tady možná byli 3 diváci. A to ještě jako omylem, podle mě. A to by se jeden ptal, kde budou reakce. A ten druhý prostě na YouTube. Ano. Very true and very real do píče. No, jako tohle to fakt pás. Věřím tomu, že by to mohlo být zajímavý, ale prostě pucle nemůžou být jakoby jediný náplň té hry.
Those Dark Souls games seem like a big deal, huh?
Yes.
Luckily, while From Software is taking a recess to work on giant robots, Hexworks is stepping in with a fresh supply of very depressed knights with very big swords. Coming this October, here's your latest look at Lords of the Fallen.
Let's go! Na to se fakt těším. Na to se fakt těším.
In Lords of the Fallen, you'll explore 2 parallel worlds. The land of the living, where demonic knights and hulking monsters are trying to murder you, and the spooky umbral plane, where the ghosts of those creatures are trying to super murder you.
Ale já dočtu do má resetu ten stream, protože to je fakt nekoukatelný, kámo, v tom HD.
The umbral plane at will. Just try not to die in there. In the spirit of the Dark Souls games, failure will be punished.
Hele, za mě to je zatím nejlepší hra tohle roku. To je moje úplně neuvěřitelný. Jako o Lies of Fire je fakt jako neuvěřitelný titul zatím. Z toho doma to aspoň.
And it's looking for its new steward. Of course, we have the most trained and prepared guards, the most efficient staff, the most devious monsters, and the most attractive treasures. Wait, we're on camera? But wait, there's more. We have state-of-the-art production facilities, an R&D center, B2C processes, and an efficient waste recycling system. Our underlings, employees, can fully express themselves thanks to our committed HR management.
To má být jako Dungeon Keeper tohle?
And can enjoy the use of clean, safe premises.
Jo,
don't film that, or you'll be the one cut into shreds on the editing floor. As a steward, your main task will be to make the dungeon functional and attractive to adventurers. So they'll want to come here and get slaughtered and humiliated. To achieve that, you'll have access to guards, traps, and hexes. You'll also get to organize raids on nearby areas to provide me with treasures and relics. Thanks to your boundless devotion, I, Zangdar, will become the greatest warlock of the lands of Fang! Looking for a job that gives meaning to your life and makes the world a better place? Then buzz off! But if you're organized, servile, sneaky, and enjoy a positive work atmosphere, come take your chance. I'll be waiting for you in my office.
Dvakrát lagnul stream. Hele, Lies of Pi demo mě fakt úplně jako překvapilo. A podle mě to je nejblíž Bloodborne PC, jak se můžeme k tomu dostat, no, zatím.
Pablo? あなたのことはしっかりと見てるわよ。
やめて。
何せあなたにはこの世界を変えてしまうような特別な力があるのだから。私に協力しなさい。あなたの才は貴重よ。短い人生だもの。使わない手はないでしょう。時は刻一刻と過ぎていくわ。賢明な決断を期待してるわよ。
Dvakrát se blakuju, jo? Ok, tak to je dobrý vědět. Legends, jo. OK, to zní zajímavě. To zní zajímavě.
Are you all right, Sean? Our program included a gunfight/dance sequence to promote Mariachi legends, but your heavy breathing is indicative of exhaustion, panic, or that you are currently entering childbirth.
No. Don't worry about anything. Systems are a go. Our schedule is just packed with so many games.
I understand, Sean. I'll provide assistance. Notification. Day 9 has been updated to day 10.
What? You just can't replace me? Like, roll the system update back. I don't want whatever this is.
I'm sorry, Sean, but support has been discontinued for older versions.
What?
What's up, Day 9? I'm Day 10, the latest software version of popular gaming host Day 9.
The consequences of my actions.
Ano, přesně tak, kámo.
What's up, Frank AI? I'm Day 10,
so,
the latest software version.
I suspect they're going to be at this for a while, so let's just go ahead and fire up a trailer for a strategy game, Age of Sigmar Realms of Ruin, while I do some strategizing of my own. Dakota, start unplugging things. I'll just tell you when to stop. Just
Age of Sigmar je před 40, čete? Tohle, počkej.
There is a stench of death about this place, not just from the orcs.
Death comes for everyone. Eventually. Except us.
Jo, to je dokonce úplně mimo, jo? 40, aha.
Fortify our position. We must claim this swamp.
Enemy sighted. Sneaky Dusty.
Sigma, give me strength.
Think it's time for a fight, boys. Protect the bastion. We need the loot.
Kámo, to vypadá úplně hrozně. To je Donovor? No já tam moc nesouhlasím s tím, no.
Fate conspires against us both.
Not fate. Duty.
Get him!
OK, uvidíme. Jdu si rád, dej pauzu. Jsme na YouTube, se to můžeš vrátit zpátky, vole. Proč ne?
Wake up, sleeper.
What the fuck? Ale doslova jsou...
No, get out! They haven't finished it!
To jsou akorát cyberpunk hry a anime hry.
Aren't you? We had a deal, sleeper, and yet here you are, risking it all to try and break our contract to end your dependence.
Just wanted to use them, you piece of shit!
Nothing wrong with being a tool in a time of crisis. There's a war on, and while it rages, well, there's opportunity. I thought you were an opportunity sleeper, desperate, on the run, a hard worker with certain needs. I met your needs. I gave you a crew, lent you a ship, even hooked you up with a contract or two. And yes, I took my share, but that only seems fair. I invested in you. But then, you went and did this. And now, you don't need this. And I don't need you anymore.
Takže to má být třeba jako Ghost in the Shell tohle.
Sleeper, go! Now! To the ship!
Tak já mal ukážu nám, počkejte, dvojka?
This is just the
Tohle je dokonce dvojka, jo. OK, tak jsem se vůbec nečekal, tyjo. Ale co se má to aspoň dobrý dabéry.
I have found no official case of death by FOMO anywhere on the internet. However, I would not suggest risking being the first case. Failure to watch the next section of this show would result in you missing amazing new content from Dread Pilots, Miasma Chronicles, Pathfinder Gallows Bar Survivors, and Parcel Core. But first, here's Critico.
Tak nedlo. A tak salem. To jsme už jednou viděli. Kámo, tak co to teda do píči je? To je raft, nebo subnautika, nebo... Jsou tam kočky, takže to je raft s kočkama, nebo... Další kočky. Ale seš, tak do píči, co to... Můžeme dělat jeden žánr v těch hrách. Proč tam jsou ty krysy? Když tam jsou kočky. Proč hraješ za člověka, když tam jsou kočky a krysy? A tam jsou fakt samý kočky. Co to je za nonsens? Proč na titulce je žralok, když tam literárně žádná ryba nebyla? Takže jsi týpek, který zotročuje kočky a staví věci prostě. Ok, až je to jako by loví šerby. Ok, to zní zajímavě.
If there was an award for being unbearably cute while also being unbearably fun, there is no
question.
It'd be down to the wire between Critter Cove and yours truly. I mean, it's a strong matchup, but
jo, mají tam reporty, ale víc pohádku. Jo, pravda.
After 3,411 simulated contests, I predict Critter Cove's probability of victory at over 99%.
But now is when you start fact-checking now? Well, while AI might not have mastered the subtle art of ego boosting,
já bych chtěl letos vidět ukázku subnautiky trojky. Konečně.
The team over at Hidden Door have developed a generative spin.
Budeš to hrát, jasně je tam voda, že jo, samozřejmě to budu hrát.
Tantalizingly delicious. I had no choice but to send RD's adorable all-seeing eye to check in on the project.
Počkej, já si taky zahraji tohleto, že jo? OK. Ne, jako já to myslím vážně. Subnautica 3 je pro mě něco jako třeba Diablo 4. Pro spoustu lidí.
Hidden Door is a role-playing game where you and your friends come together. You can play in any world you choose. You create your characters, and then together you decide what kind of story you're gonna have. So the idea would be you've just read a book, you can't get it out of your head. Now you can go and play your own story adventure in the world of that book that you're directing within the rules and the canon that the author has set and confirmed with a generative AI narrator. The way it works is that you come in, you choose the world you want to play in. Right now we have the Wizard of Oz, many more exciting worlds to come. You create your character, you decide the kind of adventure you're gonna have by playing out of your deck of story cards. And then the system creates a unique story adventure for you. And then you can do anything you want. It takes a lot of the joys of playing a tabletop role-playing game and brings them into a digital format. And as you play, you see a graphic novel come together dynamically based on what you choose to do and how the world and the story reacts to you. It's like an improv show where even though you might play the same cards, you get a different, unique story every time. So you throw words in, it comes up with suggested things you might do, you pick something, and then it reacts to you. And then along with our AI narrator who plays the role of, say, the game master, you can go on any adventure you want and you can do anything. And the system and the story will continue based on your choices.
Ale se fakt spíš člověk se zdá, jak má free browser hlavně.
Authors and folks who make some really exciting TV shows and other media to bring those worlds into the platform. And the system supports anything fictional. So it does do science fiction, it does do fantasy, it does, you know, period romance, which you can think of as more relationship-based gameplay, in addition to sort of your standard action-based gameplay or sort of dungeon crawl-based storytelling. While there may be a million Star Wars games in the world, if you were playing one on Hidden Door, because of our AI narrator and the story engine, the choices you make matter. So when you decide that you want to become, say, the governor of Tatooine, you can do that. And the world changes around you and your character. You are able to meaningfully alter the plot of the entire world in a way that was never pre-scripted. There's no limit to the number of characters you might encounter, the locations, or the stories you can tell in Hidden Door. Today you can play Hidden Door anywhere you can access the web. So you can play on desktop, you can play on your mobile device, you can play on a tablet.
Okay. Tohleto s dovolením skipnu, chat. Snad to zvládnem. Ne, jakoby, takhle na mobil to může být upřímně docela zábavný. Tam vlastně někdy problém je v tom, že to je doslova text into text into text into text. A tam by to člověk asi prostě mělo i zůstat, no. Jako zase, já se uhlásím, dneska tohle týče z toho bruslení. A zase jakoby nebudeme hejtit originální hry, jo. Tohle je pořád jako ještě dost zajímavý. A to je za mě OK, takže. Je strašná škoda, že nevycházejí, jo, souhlasím, nevychází kvalitní hry na mobily. Doslova kvalitních her na iPhone je prostě 30. No, spíš 20 a to je fakt jako všechno prostě a to je děsivý. Je to úplně na houby, jako fakt je to úplně nasrání. Já třeba jako člověk, který hraje na mobilu hodně často, tak je to fakt sere.
It looks like Hidden Door is cooking up one hell of a winning combination. Am I right, Frank AI?
It certainly seems so, Sean. Speaking of winning, you too can achieve victory with the PC Gaming Show Battle Pass. Earn free bonuses as you level up your viewer rank or upgrade to a gold tier pass for only $9.99.
Je to tak, přátelé.
I'm incorporating lucrative live service techniques to maximize the show's profitability.
How would a battle pass for a stream even work?
With a gold tier pass, viewers can earn exclusive rewards, like viewing the show's trailers 1.5 seconds early and boosters for viewer rank experience.
Look, I admire the initiative, but I think for now, let's just go ahead and table streams as service.
Sadly, major production decisions are only accessible for those who've reached viewer rank 80. You can, however, unlock immediate access with 1,800 Sean points, purchasable for $9.99.
You made show production a battle pass reward? Is anyone close to unlocking that?
Killzor 69 Blazers has just achieved viewer rank 58.
Oh, God. Okay. Dakota, find my wallet. And for now, let's check out a new dungeon crawler from the Don't Starve devs at Clay Entertainment. Here's your first look at Dread Pilots.
Počkej, další update? Really? OK. OK, tak to jsem nečekal, to mě zajímá. Počkat. Je to nová hra, aha. Srovnáme Makers of Don't Starve. Co se to mám představit, ty vole? To si hraje za frajera, co mám vysmírnout a děláš tásky, jo? To se taky nezdá moc jako vábivě, no. Nevypadá to zajímavě, ale nevidím gameplay zatím žádný. Dobře. Nevím, kámo, no. Jako vypadá to dobře, ale... Ale no. Počkat. To už jsme viděli, ne? To je, kámo, zase fight... Zase fight Wolf 5, tohle? No, toto je XCOM-like, ne, co vidím. To je prostě, jestli člověk přesně vidí 2 vteřiny gameplay, řekne se, to je XCOM.
Maybe in the future, you will break through the wall and find me. And if you do, maybe I will tell you my secret. The revelations must be earned.
Don't starve yourself with excitement for Dread Pilots, or you might leave a miasma worthy of a chronicle. Hey, that's pretty good. That's good stuff. Thank you, Text Generation. Coming up, secret facilities, bioweapons development, zombie experimentation. It's all under the corporate umbrella in this management sim. And you are the evil CEO. I mean, I can't blame you for diversifying. That's just good business sense. Let's take a look at Undead Inc.
OK. Undead Inc. to je doslova... Kámo, teď jsem to dohrál tu hru zrovna. Have a nice day. Jo.
And now, it's with great pleasure I introduce one of Enswell Medical's biggest success stories, Director Colin.
Thank you, and welcome to all of you who are starting your own franchises. Today I'm here to talk about building a thriving business. My apologies. There has been a development that requires my immediate attention.
Director Coleman, sir, we're hearing...
Whatever your concerns may be, I'm handling it. Now, tend to your patients.
Okay.
Structural integrity and power all hanging in there, sir. Extent of the outbreak unknown. Next move, Director.
Tell your men ETA 5 minutes.
shoot! Director Coleman! Hey, man, sir.
Are you okay?
I got a little bitten, but I'm hanging in there, Director. I'm all good. They have a cure upstairs, right?
Sure. Head back up. There is a shot with your name on it.
Thanks, man. I mean, I was worried for a second there that
Do you mind? I'm trying to run a business here. Janine, get the marketing team and those rookies back on the line in 10. Oh, and an espresso.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And Janine, can I get something from my head?
Of course, Director.
Name brand only.
Kámo, to vypadá strašně sexy třeba jako.
Quality control issues downstairs.
Ale já chci vidět gameplay do píči. Dobře, já se tady dám do wishlistu, ale pokud to fakt neukážu, přičem se mě na seru, ty vole. Undead Inc. Yes. Další Cyberpunk-like. Výborně, máme jako ještě gameplay. Dead Cells, jo? No. Space Opera Metroidvania, okay. To zní zajímavě, ty vole. Okay.
Okay, hey, look. I've been looking through Frank AI's data log, and I found a file named confidential, game trailer 44, codename Omicron Delta November, _ final, parenthesis, final, and parenthesis 2.0 _ revised.mp4. Now, it's important not to lose the trust of your AI assistant, so let's just watch it really quick.
Ale. Co to kámo má být? Beat Saber akorát trochu jinak. Miluju popovou hudbu. Teďko tady všichni vyhazují ven ty vesmírný hry, než vyjde Starfield, jo.
Or at least find as many answers as possible. Astrogator, we shouldn't behave here as if we were at home.
For a long time now, the cosmos has belonged to the one strongest species. Humans.
Je to tak, chtěl by to víc vesmírných her, souhlasím.
So, there was life here before. Everything that happened here overwhelms me.
Not every mission ends in success, Doctor.
Ne, tak Petry si Star Citizen nevíde nikdy. Ta potom mi vidějí i ty lidi, co to podporujou, prostě no. Je to strašně jasný.
What is there to understand? We have to destroy it. Even if it means destroying everything.
Not everything everywhere is for us. Kam máte ten název? Jo, aha, jasně. To se úplně vyděsil. Vypadá to zajímavě, no. Vypadá to zajímavě, otázka, jaký byl ten příběh k tomu.
Releasing on PC later this week, Park Beyond is a spiritual successor to classics like Roller Coaster Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, Roller Coaster Magnate 9, Roller Coaster Altair 27, and Roller Coaster God Emperor 40,000.
Okay, let's not go off the rails. Look, as fun as the carnival is, we all know the games aren't the most balanced, because basically
Vybačte prosím vás, kdy má končit ta konference?
Our prizes are so much easier.
Nevíme, že jo.
Let's take a look at Park Beyond.
Do you perceive the invisible thread that connects us to each other? The emotions that unite us without us even realizing it? The desire to move forward, to surpass our limitations, to take on challenges greater than ourselves. All these feelings make us visioneers. Visioneers are architects who are dedicated to making their childhood dreams a reality, empowered to achieve the impossible. Architects who want to offer the world their most beautiful memories. Free spirits in search of adventure and new challenges. Indelible moments of amazement and laughter with those we love. Become a visioneer. Go beyond the fun.
Jo, Park Beyond. Aha, okej. Dobře. Tlak nových her vyjít nemůže. Ono to vychází, kámo, strašně moc, ale také se v tom vyorientuje aktuálně.
But, good news! PC Gaming Show viewers can take advantage of the following promotional contest by following the instructions on the screen. If this product and or service stimulates your orbital cortex, follow the instructions on the screen.
Let's go. Další fenomenální světová premiéra.
Evil stirs in the depths of
Další animovaný trailer.
3 heroes step forth to contain the darkness.
Nobody cares.
A legendary fighter of peerless strength and skill.
V pořádku.
A cunning rogue, full of deadly surprises. And a powerful wizard.
Výborně, takže jsou to Vampire Survivors, prostě easy. Stačí napsat. Skopírovali jsme Vampire Survivors. Tohle je hra. Děkujem. Nepotřebujeme trailer. To pak já fakt dobře tohle si zahrát.
But what hope have they to seal away the whispering tyrant? For surely there can be no hope of surviving.
Pathfinder, jo. Let's go. To si zahrát. Aha, není na streamu. Tak to má smůlu. Vychází Brotato 2? To si děláš prdel.
Introducing Diesel Legacy.
Diesel Legacy? Proč ne třeba Benzín Legacy?
Now on Steam. 2 versus 2 action.
Dobře.
Down, but not out.
Nevím.
Local and online multiplayer.
A to vážně vychází do Brotato 2.
Real match. Worldwide rollback netplay. Determine the fate of the Iron City.
Toto je nový Tekken, ano.
It's time we honor an overlooked hero, the noble delivery cyclist, powering the gig economy with their aching calves. Now, you might ask, hey Sean, are you just feeling a little guilty because you gave your credit card details to the AI assistant and now someone has to deliver the 57 parcels you ordered before you noticed? In short, yes. But if this next exclusive is anything to go by, we'll all be saluting the delivery workers of this fine nation, gosh dang it. Let's take a look at Parcel Core.
OK. Ta hra má úplně betu, tak prostě pošle link. Takže tady literárně hraje za kurýra prostě, jo?
Hello, Inquisitive Fear. My name is Will Barr, and that was an example of a micro teaser.
Ahoj, Vila.
You see, when you're shilling on behalf of an obscure video game developer like Billy Goat Entertainment, you have a finite amount of time to explain why discerning intellectual players, such as yourself, should be excited about being thrust into the exciting, high-octane world of
Parcel Core. That's right, escape the mundanity of daily life and slip into the spandex of one of our many colourful bicycle messengers. Embrace the gig economy and forget the security, stable salary and basic workplace rights less cool jobs offer as you race through town, weaving through alleys, defying gravity as you ride up walls, leap from rooftops, startle pigeons.
Well, it's kind of like a career in video game development, except without all the cool traversal stuff. So yeah, really just the exploitation. But I digress.
Sign a casual work agreement with one of 3 rival courier corporations, all vying to become the most profitable business in town. But be warned, a maniacal scheme is afoot that threatens more than just the business model our protagonists operate under.
Takže to je dávej to, kdy prostě mlátí ty vole policajti třeba.
To deliver this foot-long grilled chicken, cheese and chorizo melt and save the world.
Jako jo, Mike, kámo, tohle bylo fakt dobrý promoce. Kámo, Clash Royale 2.
Hi everyone, I'm Max from Grey Knight Games, a 2-man studio based in Sweden, working on the game Fable, currently available in early access.
Kámo, já se probudit. Petře, nespej. Dej si kafe, jaká máš 4:12, vole. A zítra je pondělí. Chceš probudit? Zkus to, no. Já už kámo reaguju takhle pozděkrát na donaty.
Welcome to Fabledom. Sorry about that.
Hele, tohle vypadá třeba celkem dobře, ale zase nejde o tom pořádně nic, jo.
Hello, micro friends.
OK.
We have a new mission, soldier.
Proč, kámo? Jo, jasně, to je klikovat taky pas, to chápu. Proč chcete nehrajte Minecraft Legends? Je to fakt totální odpad.
Oh, don't mind Sean. He's just entering our PC Game Pass giveaway. We've got a bunch of 1-month subscriptions for new members to try the service. To get a chance of procuring one, visit the URL on screen now.
Kdo by to bylo očekával, že dáte animované intro na začátek ukázky videohry? Tento feed jsem ještě nikdy v dějinách hradu neviděl. Neuvěřitelný. To je prostě Mega Man. Jo. Počkej, tak náhodou ta hudba X Mega Mana? Tohle má fakt dobrý, tohle má třeba fakt strašně dobrou hudbu. OK. Jestli to ne, Freddy XX, jo. OK.
I've generated a simple tactic to improve the show's revenue stream.
Well, yeah, great. Tell me more.
I've allowed viewers to pay a small fee for a bespoke on-screen shout-out. Got good 228 rights? Great to be watching PC Gaming Show once again. Excellent work, Sean and co.
Hey, I'm touched. And a little wealthier. Keep them coming.
See Blaze Paladin's rights? Did Sean actually fire his team? Dick move, bro.
Look, you have to understand that this show needs to focus on long-term sustainability.
Fired by Sean 23 writes, I have sworn the blood oath. My vengeance will not be denied.
Okay, it looks like that's it. Our shout-outs feature is broken. I'm so sorry. That's going to be all for shout-outs.
I haven't logged any errors, Sean.
Well, I'm seeing red flags across the board, and it's a real tragedy. Just can't be helped. Just like I can't help wanting to see more previews. And with that, here's Creepy Jar's new sci-fi survival game, Chimera.
Dobře, tak schválně. Vypadáš Petře nějak přijetě, to tak může být, no. Už jsem taky dneska live jako celkem dlouho. Já jsem mal dneska 8 hodin, bože. Proč to dělám? To jsem třeba streamer, ty vole. Já jsem vlastně jako dál v práci, ty vole, to přemýšlím. Ty vole. Rookie numbers, ale jdi do prdele, kámo. Kdy tam byl rookie numbers, vole. No, jako není to anime, ale je to zase intro, jo, takže vlastně to je anime. Další space hra. Čoče, dobrá otázka. Byl nějaký trailer k té nový mafii? Tak ještě pořád nebyl, že jo? Ty 40. Ne, jo. Výborně. Ukážete nám ten gameplay, nebo to bylo akorát intro prostě zase? Ale kámo, tohle by mělo být fakt normálně ilegální do píči. Prostě já to chápu, že je těžký udělat prostě ukázku ze hry, ale do píči, kámo. Nikoho nezajímá tvoje 30 vteřinový intro bez ničeho. No, to vypadá dobře, kámo, prostě. Tohle vypadá prostě jak Sea of Thieves, ty vole X, Ruin King třeba, že jo? Now is the day cursed pirates have their way. That's the life we live, come along for the trip. To vypadá líp než Sea of Thieves tohle. Jako vážně to vypadá líp než Sea of Thieves. Restores our crew from before, yes, before. Black pearls in our chest, let us finish the quest now. This treasure we will find with our powers combined. Our worth we will show to our captain below. The Inquisition blocks our way. They see us as prey. Ignatia is their leader. You do well to exceed her. The treasure she pursues across the ocean blue. Ty bláho, to má ale fakt dobrý vizuál, tohle hrozně. Shadow Gambit, ok, tak tohle to možná vyzkouším taky, tyjo. To dělá ta hudba? No, neřekl bych. Třeba ta loď dělá ty vole víc polygonů než v Sea of Thieves, jo. Kámo, Rocket League 2. To tak ne, no. Jo, takže další vesmírná hra, chápu. Takže to je simulátor čeho? Jako rovera, jo? Je to rover, že jo, či tak? Jo. Zase vesmír to mi nebaví, tak to máš spolu, protože vím, že žiješ, kámo. Zase vesmír, nebo se řekl třeba zase slunce, kámo.
XO Rally Championship might be racing its way across the stars, but it's already raced its way into my heart. Anyways, if you're not aware, I've got something of a history with the real-time strategy genre. And funnily enough, at labs like DeepMind, those same RTS games just so happen to be a valuable testing ground for world-leading AI research. Curious. Can it be just a coincidence, then, that I'd end up the kind of man to name himself an AI visionary? Well, I mean, probably. But what's no coincidence is my excitement for the eagerly anticipated RTS from former Warcraft and StarCraft devs at Frost Giant Studios. It's Stormgate. And today, we don't just get the chance to get some exclusive first look at Stormgate gameplay. We're also joined by Frost Giant's president and game director, Tim Campbell, here to tell us exactly how Stormgate will delight all minds. Artificial. Thanks so much for joining us, Tim. It's great to be here. Now, I've been following Stormgate for years. For those of us who haven't, what is Stormgate?
Stormgate is our modern take on the classic real-time strategy game formula. It's what we think of as a spiritual successor to franchises like Warcraft, StarCraft, Command & Conquer. And real-time strategy games are the type of game where you can control an entire battlefield. So this classic RTS formula includes harvesting resources, building sprawling bases, commanding huge armies on the battlefield.
What is it about Stormgate that's new?
We believe that the RTS genre is something that should be enjoyed by players of all skill levels. And so we put a lot of effort into making sure that Stormgate feels good, whether you're a pro with high technical skill and you love competitive play, or whether it's something that you just want to be able to relax with and experience a story.
Now, Tim, I understand that you brought for all of us, but in particular for me, a present to show today. What are you going to show, Tim?
We are going to show gameplay from the pre-alpha of Stormgate.
Yeah.
Now, this is something that we are big believers in at Frost Giant. We want to share this current state of the game today.
Let's take a look. Oh, Tim, I'm so excited. And right away, this looks like an RTS. Tell me what we're seeing.
This is the classic start to a 1v1 match.
Kámo, já jsem normálně doma, to vypadá fakt dobře, ty vole.
They're starting to construct buildings. They actually build them by 3D printing them from the ground up. And you can see them now starting to train troops so they can have an army.
Proč mají tu prdel tak vyjebaný tu UI dole? To je jediný, co mi sere.
That is literally a cybernetic dog with laser eyes. It is called the Scout. Okay, it's designed for early game. It's a unique unit to the human faction.
Right.
And you can see him now running through the base trying to see what information he can find out about his enemy.
Yeah, I mean, scouting and information is such an important part of our
game.
It really is, and this is something that we've embraced early game. The Scout unit has been designed so it can actually sense units beyond its sight radius.
Co jsem vidíš, je to úplně stejná StarCraftí formula, kterou jsme prostě hráli 20 let.
First engagement of this game, what are we seeing?
Well, what we're seeing right here is the Red Scout getting surprised by a group of blue troops coming through the Light Force, which is the new train type and the twist on the tactical battlefield here.
And how do these Light Force work?
The Light Force lets smaller units move through them. They have concealment. It's allowed Blue to raid Red's base, in which case Red is barely getting a turret built with their speed building from their workers, which is a human faction advantage. And they're about to pop out a couple extra defenders here from their mech base.
So we got these huge mechs, and I mean, just visually, it looks like they are countering the heck out of these blue infantry, but can these red mechs fit through the forest?
No, they're too big to go through. They're designed to use their chain guns to go through groups of enemies, but they can't fit through the Light Force, which Blue knew and used to his advantage.
Okay, so we're in mid-game. This is normally where you make some big tech decisions. What's Red up to?
You're seeing Red commit to a tech path that gives them big battlefield mechs and air units like this evac.
And it looks like they're just dropping right on top of Blue, who is...
Yeah, takže oni doslova udělali StarCraft s vizuálem Warcraftu.
Yeah, that's a giant chicken with a Viking helmet.
Protože ty dropmechové byly akorát ve StarCraftu vždycky.
Imagine it as a big Mad Max Raider.
It's the most threatening placeholder art for now. And I see Red diving onto Blue, and hey, picking back up into the air transport. That's some classic high-level micro.
It is, and it's really important for Stormgate that we maintain a high-skill ceiling so that players can express themselves on the battlefield by maneuvering and how they interact with
And here we have the final fight of the game, and it looks like Blue is coming up against those mechs. Red is trapped on the other side of the trees. Oh, wait, they can blast through them now? And Blue's dodging these enormous shots, and we can also see Blue swarming in from both sides. This is not looking good for Red.
No, it's pretty grim. Red is on the ropes right here, and they've been outmaneuvered. They're caught in the corner here between two different forces coming in with a mobile pincer.
Man, and of course,
there's the GGs.
The most classic ending to an RTS game, GG. Get Tastosis on that stat. Outside of 1v1, what's coming up for Stormgate?
What you've seen today is just the tip of the iceberg. We have so much more in store. We're going to be revealing a bunch of stuff about Stormgate the rest of this year. We're introducing new modes. We have a 3-player versus AI cooperative mode. We have team-based competitive modes. We're going to be sharing information about our storyline and campaign. We have new factions beyond the humans that you just saw today.
But Tim, what if I want to play the game right now?
If you want to play the game as soon as possible, you wish list Stormgate on Steam and you go to playstormgate.com to sign up for the beta. We're starting closed testing in July.
Once again, go to Steam and wishlist Stormgate. Tim, thank you so much again for joining us, not just to talk about the 1v1 footage you shared, but the future content plans for Stormgate. It makes the RTS players' dreams come true.
Kámo, ty vole, já se fakt těším.
Your dreams. I mean, your dreams might be filled with gloriously grimy Deus Ex-inspired sci-fi fisticuffs with a fiendishly Star Wars vibe to it.
Prostě už jsou dneska úplně mimo.
Get a load of this latest trailer for Fortune's Run.
Vypadá to skvěle, no. Souhlasím. Vážně? Co to je za jazytek? Já jsem milovník RTS, já tam milovník ne, ale tohle se prostě chci zahrát. Jako už dlouho nebyla žádná vesmírná hra, souhlasím. Jo, takže to je retro shooter, kámo, OK. Dobře, 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 tak to je zajímavé. To vypadá třeba fakt dobře, tohoto kurva. To se kámo říká boomer shooter, jo? Boomer shooter, ty vole, to je scary.
Men, you are about to embark upon the great crusade towards which we have striven these many months. The eyes of the world are upon you. The hopes and prayers of liberty-loving people everywhere march with you. I have full confidence in your courage, devotion to duty, and skill in battle. We will accept nothing less than full victory. Good luck, and let us all beseech the blessing of Almighty God upon this great and noble undertaking.
PUBG 2 s letadlama. Jako s těma droperama, aha, to asi může být, no. Já jsem kámo usíky tebe úplně skrytnuli PUBG 1, tyjo. To byla strašně divná meta na Twitchi v té době. Jak to ještě má dlouho běžet, ale podle mě tak třeba jakoby 2 trailery a pak to zavřou. Že nevěřím tomu, že by to bylo ještě další. Teďka o tom Stormgateu. Jako co to máme za titul to zatracně? Byl Frostpunk 2, byl no, ale byl akorát trailer no. Počkat, Hell Let Loose? Jo, takže to je update do Hell Let Loose, aha. OK. Výborně. What the fuck? Jo, takže teď už nechci ani interakovat, teď už si pojď okrát takhle. Fajn. Show us. What the fuck?
Toma, que calaço!
Ah, fizeste bom negócio.
Proč tam jsou ty krávy?
Esse é o meu Rio Grande, chefe.
Proč mluvím mexicky, kámo? No, mexický. Španělský, pardon, mexický. Je pozdě večer. Okay.
As an AI, I have no need for material possessions. But, good news! PC Gaming Show viewers can take advantage of the following promotional contest by following the instructions on the screen. If this product and/or service stimulates your orbital cortex, follow the instructions on the screen.
Dobře, já se teda s vámi podívám.
Frank, we've seen impressive, almost like unrealistic tech on display today. It's just a shame our viewers at home can't get their hands on some of that bleeding-edge hardware.
Your concerns are both unnecessary and convenient, Sean. As the long-term vanguard of gaming, Alienware continues to offer high-end PC hardware. Considering their extraterrestrial origins, it comes as no surprise.
Look, I don't know how to tell you this, Frankie, but they're not actually made by aliens.
Websites in my trading model contain compelling evidence to the contrary, Sean. The truth is out there.
Tady máte čete, prosím vás.
But let's do some truth-telling of our own and hear what Alienware is offering the folks at home.
Alienware has been a part of my professional life for a while now. From the games you play to what you do for work, that's very hardware intensive.
When using Alienware, you get a performance that is very, very difficult to match.
It doesn't have just the kind of like generic gamer.
Tady máte čete link na soutěž o kolektorku.
Is powered by Alienware and
celé bude fungovat,
just makes me so happy.
Linky nefunguje, jak se snaž.
Don't miss your shot at Alienware giveaway goodness. Scan that code now. I mean, Frankie, can you believe this? We got an Alienware M18 laptop with an Intel Core i9 processor for the fine price point of $3? Oh, it's enough to get anyone's blood pumping.
As you know, Sean, I'm a network of predictive algorithms and generative software. I am fundamentally incapable of belief.
Look, I understand.
I also don't have blood.
But
would you like me to procure blood, Sean?
God, no! Absolutely not. Anything but that. Let's move on to literally anything else. So, what's next?
Ally.
Well, this is a little awkward. Let's have a look at some incoming DLC for Vampire Survivors. Oh boy.
To už je druhý nebo třetí? Druhý.
What if we gave it a spin?
Kdyby se týře kámo zase vrátil, ty vole. Přemýšlím. Tak dokonce třetí, ok. Jedna celá pětkový update, to je jo. OK.
We are only a couple months out from the full release of Baldur's Gate 3. I literally cannot tell you how excited I am to try out some of the character builds going on up here. I'm thinking of running like a mage tank kind of vibe. And wait, Frank, can you generate like an awesome character art for me in like a D&D style? Like, look, I want to be a wizard, like fully Gandalf out with like a staff and like blasting spells like that. Can you like give me a sample piece of art?
One moment. Here you are, Sean.
Oh, dear God.
This was generated in seconds, while a professional artist's work would take hours, if not days.
Yes, that is true. It's hard to tell this wasn't the work of a trained professional, but do you have any professional artist work, you know, just to like compare?
I do. Thanks to the YouTube animators extraordinaire at Mashed. Here's an original animation.
Já bych radši chtěl Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. No, já to chápu, ale prostě ta trojka jakoby je potřeba už konečně.
My fellow adventurers, the road to Baldur's Gate has been long. We have fought cultists of a strange new god, battled packs of fearsome gnolls, and gone toe-to-toe with creatures from beyond this plane. And today we faced our greatest foe yet.
He was just so strong. And I think his blood was acid? I'm not sure how that even works, like, anatomically.
Tomorrow, we find higher ground, then rain down upon him with 100 arrows.
No, first I will incapacitate him with a fit of hideous laughter. Then we will fill his bog with grease and set it on fire. And if he attempts to escape the blaze, fear not, for I will keep my eye out for him.
Please don't. Even Lae'zel's puns are more amusing.
Among Githyanki, I am considered extremely humorous.
Enough! We must defeat this
Kde je gameplay? A tak Baldur's Gate už jsme viděli mockrát. Toto je nějaký vlastně intro, akorát jsme si udělali k tomu.
Possesses a potent potion, an elixir that could grant us the ability to converse with the creature. However, attaining it will necessitate a trade.
Give me his spleen.
Steel your nerves, friends. I will now attempt to reason with the creature. Most mighty beast, though you defeated us once, we have returned to seek your guidance. Impart your knowledge upon us, and teach us the source of your power.
It's here. Frog. Oh, I didn't know you speak frog. Gosh, I'm so sorry about yesterday. I'm so embarrassed. You know, ever since the hack turned me into a frog, I've been down in the dumps.
Ok, tohle se trochu povedlo. Nicméně Baldur's Gate nás samozřejmě zajímají všechny, jako no.
Cities are incredibly hard to make in RPGs because you have to make sure that every single nook and cranny has something to do. You have to make sure that it's different. So you have to be incredibly creative. Given that the name of the game is Baldur's Gate, the city was really going to be the thing that people were going to be talking about.
The city of Baldur's Gate is seamless, which it originally wasn't.
You only can judge the game when you have all the components together. And if the mix doesn't work, we start over.
At some point, he said, like, can't we just connect everything? And,
that
was a very interesting day.
One of the things that's done is it's brought a level of believability and immersion and also complexity that wouldn't have been there otherwise.
Now it was this seamless, giant organism, and it really, really felt good.
It's being able to look out of the window and see down the city slope, so you're seeing down toward the docks, and you're like, one of my teammates might be down there. They might be running around down there.
We worked on it as a painting almost. You start with a sketch, a very basic line, and then you just start adding layers and layers.
We can put lots more of the city onto the screen than they could in 1998. So we can do something that is more immersive.
Jsem kámo nadšenej, no. Já si pamatuju fakt prostě první dva Baldur's Gate, který jsem dohrál moc krát. A vypadá to, že tady ten vizuál je podobný, no.
Can talk to pretty much anybody, and they react to every single thing. It's very alive in that sense.
Every person that you meet in Baldur's Gate has got a story to them.
All the things that you have done up to the city really matter. You can really feel the conclusion of everything just gathering there.
we actually build anticipation through all these characters that you've met.
Vlastně je problém v tom, že to prostě nebude nikdy lepší než dvojka.
All the stories that you have been following.
Prostě Baldur's Gate 2 je nejlepší RPG všech dob a to se asi nezmění, no. Nikdy.
And the great thing is, if you so choose, you can be another bad thing that's happening to the city. You can arrive and be like, this place is on fire, and then you can throw petrol all over it.
During production, we felt like the city was our destination.
We spent, I think, 3 times, 4 times as much effort on the city than we originally planned. But the result, the feeling of walking in there is just fantastic.
Okay.
You have this constant jostling of things that are very much of the real world, and then you can indulge in the completely fantastic.
No, jediný porovnatelná hra taky Planescape Torment.
The knowledge that everywhere you look,
you can
do something. The knowledge that you can fly through it, it's great. So the thing that I was the most afraid of when we started making this game turned out to be the thing that I'm the most proud of.
Okay. Jsem si zavej.
Larian Studios breaks the classic RPG series out of a 2-decade retirement when Baldur's Gate 3 finally releases on August 31st.
To už je to 20 let.
Next, we're forging ahead with more fantasy as flame-headed fighters face ferocious foes in a co-op action roguelike. After all, what's a roguelike without an onslaught of algorithmic terrors? I feel like there's a lot of that going on around here lately. Anyways, here's the latest trailer for Ember Knights.
Okay. Ty se nehrál, ne. Já teda osobně mám jakoby žebříček RPGček celkem jasný. Thomas. Takže to je jakoby co-op Hades tohle, jo. Dobrou flaute. Neuvěřitelná hra. Kdyby to má super fantastický příběh, já si právě myslím, že fakt je to jako nepřekonatelný do teďka, no. Prostě Dragon Age třeba podle mě fakt nebylo nikdy moc zajímavý, ale to je na dlouhý stop prostě. What the fuck? To je závodní hra, nebo to je stavící hra, nebo to je prostě... Co si mám hodně představit, kámo. Bože můj.
Would you like the endless loop of terror, death, repeat in the upcoming stealth extraction horror, Macabre? In Macabre, you and your friends will team up to confront interdimensional terrors, venturing deep into unstable time risk tasked with uncovering the source of terrifying anomalies. A great way to enjoy the outdoors. Built in Unreal 5, this exclusive debut will be out later this year in early access.
Dobro, Marko, já to tady sám dneska dojedu, protože nejsem fucking quitter. A zajímá mě, co dneska ještě uvidíme, ty vole. A hlavně jsem teda v práci, ano. Samozřejmě.
The hell was that, a bear?
Have you ever heard a bear sound like that before?
I've never seen a bear before.
You guys look lost. Come on. You'll freeze to death out here. I suppose you're looking for the lodge.
Okay.
Here, take this. I call it the atomic space shifter. If anything goes wrong, not that it will, I can pull you back out. A lot of folks. It's weird. It's like time runs differently here.
Počkat.
We gotta find the others, dude.
Počkejte, to trvá. Jasně. Makábre, ok, tak toto by třeba mohlo jako survival být zajímavý. Tady vrací čas? Jo. Nebo spíš tě jakoby zvedne, protože ten čas byl plně v jiný jako dimenzi tam. Aspoň tak, jak to já chápu já. Další vesmírná hra, konečně. Konečně nějaká hra ve vesmíru, protože miluju vesmír, kámo. Miluju všechno okolo vesmíru, ty vole, hvězdy, vole, černo, vole. Planety, kámo, let's go. Planeta, vole, slunce, vole. Výborně, vole. Kámo. Já možná vlastně, kámo, říkat, nedvorně jsem na YouTube, že jo? Já to dělat nebudu, ale jako... Tak to je perfektně napadlo, by to možná i šlo. Vesmír pek, no, tak nějak, no. Ertles je pěkný název pro hru, no, ale bohužel. To dělá tým 17. Okay.
As great as Earthless looks, it makes you wonder, how are we in the real world gonna fare when our big, beautiful sun enters its twilight years? Me, I'm optimistic. Who knows what we'll achieve by then?
Vládě se aláčují ty veláslevé uvláky na kanále. Už jsem to dneska slyšel, no.
On the winding road of progress.
Jestli říkám, jako zajímá, na kterém kanále, kde a jak, ty vole, jo.
As all roads lead to this newest city builder. Here's a first look at Nova Roma.
Počkej, jste to už jednou viděli, ne? Zítra YouTube. Zítra YouTube a pak se bude v úterý na Twitchi. Kámo? Co to je do piči za záhledák, ty vole? Jsem zpět cool girl, výzva do kleše a Aladža zničila CzechClouda. Prostě, what the fuck is this, kámo, prostě jako normálně, jo. Dobrý, já se to zítra podívám. Kristovi rány. Počkej, to udělal vládě jako po 9 měsících video, kde ničí mě, jo. Já vůbec nechápu, co tady má dějet, vole. Si všechny, kámo, zajebu, ty vole. Vláďu s ničím v Clashi, Vojtěcha taky, vole. No, toho asi spíš tam než Vláďu, ale... Epic Survival Strategy Game. Tak je tam zásadní to Epic.
The Great War is over. All we want is to return.
Vládě, dojedeme tu konferenci a pak budeme spát všichni. Už toho podle mě moc nebude. Počkej, to já Twitchky Nordic. To je z Československa? Počkej, co? Co to je za hru, kurva? Co to je za hru? Možná třeba jako nevíme nic?
None of us thought this part of the journey would be the most difficult. We still hope to see our home once again. Across the
Viděl jsem napsáno Orlík vůz číslo 1.
Through territory disputed by the Red and White armies. By armored
Manager, train and crew.
In a harsh winter. Far from our loved ones. Outnumbered by enemies, we fight to make our way. Surrounded by wilderness, we manage in order to survive. This is our last chance. Our last train home.
Já nějak toho čeče pořád nechápu, ten žánr.
Will you lead us?
What the fuck, kámo? Last Train Home.
Pairing squad tactics with historic inspiration, Last Train Home is based on real events in the aftermath of World War I. However, historians continue to uncover records describing train passengers travelling homewards, some dating as recently as 2023. Whether any train home is truly the last remains the subject of academic debate. History.
Jo, já se to vám musím ukázat, jo. Má to český dubbing. Má to český dubbing. Je to plně v češtině, jakože opravdu plně v češtině. Jo, takže vypadá to, že to bude komandos z doby první světové války s našimi legionářema. Dobrý, toto se musím zahrát. Toto se musím zahrát. Takže tohle je ta jedna dobrá hra z té konference. Let's go, kámo. Jako tohle vypadá opravdu jako úžasně. A bude to teda asi těžký jako svině, kámo. Let's go. Skvělý. Skvělý. Pojďme zpátky k těm kvalitním hrám. To máš na seznamu, no jakoby reálně tohle je fakt první věc teďko, jo. Není tam vesmír. Přesně tak, není tam vesmír hlavně. A teď předchozí konference toho bylo hodně.
Dobrou noc, Čeky.
Měj se, kámo. Čus. Potom, jo, jasně, a ta nová RTS hra mě zajímá. Frostpunk taky, to je jasný. A potom z toho Xboxu tam toho bylo fakt spousta. Nečekaj, no. Víte, já mám vycházet na Last Train Home, sakra.
I ended early. Can we go back to the beginning?
A sprint victory and points up for grabs right here.
Push as much as you can. Cubby.
Can they push more, I wonder?
To je fakt to, protože všichni jdou za Red Bull. Ano. Já si na streamu Frostpunk, ne. Tak nebo to zkusit ještě někdy. Jo, já to zkusím tohle nechodit, zkusím udělat shrnutí, no. Piastry, počkej, za koho jezdí Piastry, ty vole? Za McLaren? What the fuck? Jo, za McLaren, jasně, s Alonsem, jo.
Hey, Frank AI, how are the metrics looking? Are we like doing numbers?
We're attracting considerable viewership, Sean. However, I've identified a simple programming adjustment to target underrepresented segments of our audience demographic. Shall I execute it?
Well, hell yeah, let's do it. Ah, cornering the VTuber market. Smart, very smart. I'm just not really sure this is my vibe, but since we're on a time crunch, let's see what's next for Subnautica Likes in Space with a trailer for Breath Edge 2.
Subnautica ve vesmíru. Kámo, prosím, ať to opravěj. Breath Edge bylo playable. Ať je to, kámo. Kámo, oni to fakt dali do kup. A kde možná fakt dali dokupy tu hru. Jako jednička byla fakt špatná. On má pořád tu slepici, kámo. Já tomu kámo moc nevěřím. Jako fakt jednička mě nebavila a to já, ty vole, jsem Subnautica hráč jako doslova 100%, chápete, jo. Uvidím, no. Uvidím. To jsem dal zvědavej, no. Je tady bajda někdo jste třeba jako dohrál Breath Edge? Měl to vůbec smysl? Protože mi tam přišlo, že třeba už jako fakt po 2 hodinách to fakt by nemělo smysl, jo. Kde by vás moc, no. Už tam byl nějaký pecky, jo, vychází nový český komandos.
Man, there are so many great video games in this year's show. Frank AI, what do we know about sand?
Sand is a fine granular substance composed of mineral particles. It is finer than gravel, but coarser than silt.
Yes, but it's also a brand new survival game set in an alternate history where Austro-Hungarian soldiers smuggle space salvage across alien deserts.
I don't understand that sentence. Would you like to hear more about sand types?
Oh, no need. I'm about to know plenty. Let's take a look at sand.
Teda se jmenuje reálně písek. Někoho napadlo pojmenovat hru Písek, kámo. Nesnáším písek. Vyrobeno v Ukrajině. V pořádku. To pořád ale neomlouvá špatné hry. Jo, díky Antone, tak aspoň někdo to dohrál tím pádem, no. Mě ta upřímně u toho Breath Edge docela sral i ten humor, no. Ta hra byla taková jako až do extrému vtipná.
5 хвилин до прибуття. Завітайте в Лазуровий порт. У нас найкращі пляжі, готелі та ресторани. Файно! Замовлю собі багатського м'яса та пива. А ви що, хлопці?
Ну, раз ми ліпші, то попали себе шампанським і морським оленем. А ти ж, Петро?
А я, як завжди, то маленьку бану ще хочу.
Йой, то ж ресторан, а не корчма.
Може ресторан бути найліпшим, якщо бану ще немає. Що ти кошкерися?
Jsem rád, že vám ukážu gameplay. Skvělý. Jsem rád, že vím, co to je přesně za hru, abych si mohl dát do wishlistu. Perfektní.
We have reached the end of this year's show, and we're saving something very exciting for the
Dámy a
end.
pánové, konec.
Dune Awakening, the survival MMO adaptation of the classic sci-fi series. Frank AI, what have you got for us for the big finale?
If you like, I could fill the room with sand.
That's a little literal, don't you think? But what if we had, like, costumes? Oh, Dune's got some really cool costumes. We have the still suits, the royal garments. Oh my God, I could dress up maybe as like a giant sandworm.
It will require 3 million teraflops of processing power to render you as a sandworm, Sean.
I mean, don't worry about it. We can skip the costuming. It's
Ale
just something
ale
that, like,
tady toto
Frankie
MMO
and
bude
I
podle mě
used
fakt
to do.
strašně špatný.
Like, not you, like the real Frankie
Souhlasím,
with the
no.
fun hair who's not a computer.
Nevěřím tomu.
Man, there was this one year where she was a shark. And then, and she was like a mech pilot, and I had a spaceship. And there was this other time with togas, and I had this really nice robe. Anyways, just
říkal jsem, že Dune Awakening bude podle mě strašně špatný MMO.
Miss this stuff. I mean, we're adults, right? Frankie Ward?
Do you still want to do the costumes bit, Sean?
I want to do the Dune dress up bit so bad. I'm sorry, I tried to fire everyone and make money with computers.
Shut up and put the costume on.
Frankie,
what the fuck?
Would you do the honors?
Gladly. Here is an exclusive interview with the team making a survival MMO that's more sought after than a suitcase stuffed with spice melange. It's Dune Awakening.
OK, tak schválně. Tak, to jsem zajímá mě, proč mě má zajímat Duna MMO, jako člověka, který ho nezajímají MMO, teď konkrétně. A ještě hraje Diablo, že jo? Vedle toho. A chce se mu jít teďko sejít najíst, protože je půlnoc a tak dále.
My name's Joel Bylos. I'm the creative director on Dune Awakening. So Dune Awakening is a survival, open world, massively multiplayer game. It is a game where players are invited to explore the world of Dune. They involve themselves in politics, they involve themselves in intrigue, they involve themselves in combat, they have to survive on the most dangerous planet in the universe. And through this experience, they come to know the factions in the world and the universe.
Protože to je Duna, ale kámo, kolik lidí reálně zajímá Duna, tak můžu hrát MMO.
You are a castaway on the planet in the deep desert, and all you have is a knife that you've made out of scrap metal. And you need to creep into enemy camps and knife them in the back and steal the water from their still suits. By the end of the game, perhaps you're running a guild. You have a fleet of vehicles, ornithopters flying in formation, sandbikes cruising across the desert beneath them, kicking up a cloud of dust as you drive to a spice blow in the distance in order to harvest with your guild. And you see in the distance another guild coming towards you, and just as you clash, you hear the rumble of a sandworm coming. That's combat in Dune Awakening.
Jo, takhle chápu.
My name is Viljar Sommerbach. I'm the game director on Dune Awakening. You start out in the desert, surviving, clinging to life, and in the end, you might become someone like the Baron Harkonnen, and then you try to cling to power. Arrakis is the most dangerous planet in the universe. Surviving on Arrakis means that you need to prepare for sandstorms, you need to find water, it's a constant threat against survival. The sandworm, every time you try to cross the desert, the sandworm will come. You will sometimes outrun it, sometimes you may not.
No, tak tohle kámo nemůže být jakoby celý gameplay, ne?
Dune
prostě.
Awakening is built upon a foundation of 5 pillars.
Na Dune nejsou akorát, nebo na Arrakis jsme ta planeta, a na Arrakis jsme akorát červové, že jo?
Surviving the sandstorms that sweep across Arrakis.
Je to Arrakis,
Then we have politics and intrigue, which speaks to the faction gameplay of the game. It's about, you know, siding with one of the factions, thinking about how they work together, perhaps assassinating members of the other factions. Then there's infinite exploration. Yeah. Infinite exploration, which is one of the things I'm most excited about, is how the world changes over time. We have a concept called a Coriolis storm. Which sweeps across the landscape, the sands shift, revealing new points of interest, hiding others, making the game renewed every week. Then we have combined arms. Combined arms is our combination of vehicles, melee combat, range combat, and abilities all working together to create a seamless sandbox combat experience. And finally, we have expression and customization, which is really more than just talking about like the visual expression and customization, which of course we have armor sets and clothing and a robust character creation. But in addition to that, it's really about play the way you want to play. Do you want to be a trader? You can do that. Do you want to be a fighter? Of course you can do that. Do you want to be a spy? Maybe that's the gameplay you're looking for. All of these things built into these pillars.
No, to se kámo krásně, ale mě spíš jako fakt zajímá ten loop toho zbytku.
We think of them as survive, protect, expand, control. The survive part means that you're up against the planet itself and you're clinging on to life. In the protect phase, you've gathered some stuff, you might have a base, but you also want to make sure that nobody else comes to take it away from you. So you try to build defenses and make sure that your base is in the clear. Then in the expand phase, you lift your gaze and you look around and you see that others have stuff as well.
Takže on to je spíš jako rast, než aby to bylo třeba bovko tohleto. Žádný questy.
You may find yourself being a part of a guild or even the leader of a guild. Then the goal is to control the flow of spice on Arrakis. However, you're never safe. There's always someone lurking around the corner. Can you really trust your second in command? So the goal of the control phase is that you are clinging to control. Whenever you get into combat in the desert of Arrakis, try to get it over with quickly, because not only are you fighting human combatants, but the planet Arrakis itself is the greatest protagonist there is.
No, kámo, pořád tomu nevěřím. Jako chápu, že to nemá být teda úplně klasický MMO.
And with that, the PC Gaming Show 2023 is done. And what a show it was. And what a lesson for me, honestly. AI excels at plenty, but only an absolute doofus would think it can replace the human touch. I mean, you'd have to be an irredeemable bozo, like a real human dumpster to pull that.
So that's the end of Frank AI? You are getting the band back together?
I mean, yeah, if we get another show next year, then yeah, you betcha.
If?
Well, you know, Dakota, you guy's pretty smart. I mean, I think he's actually the CEO now of PC Gamer and all subsidiary publications and IPs. I think he's got some really great ideas, but he also caddies for some very influential people on the golf course. Life comes at you fast, I guess. Either way, see you next year. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Kámo. Děkuji, kámo.
Plánuješ někdy streamovat na TikToku?
To se ještě já musím rozmyslet.
Camera speed.
No, takže přátelé, přešli jsme to. Jako takhle upřímně, jo. Ona ta PC Gaming Show je vždycky taková hrozně divná. Takže bych to prostě asi uzavřel tím, že tam byla prostě jako třeba 3 zajímavé věci a 50 nezajímavých. A tak to je prostě každý rok jako stejný, no.